Fellas, we are about to drop some, I think, master level game. So please take out your notepads, your pencils, right? But I'm also accompanied by a guest, heavy hitter. We do heavy hitters on this freaking show from Views from the Simp. We got all the way from Minnesota. No, not Minnesota, right? It's
Indianapolis, baby. Yes,
Indianapolis.
sir.
Thelna Kim, everybody. Put your hands together.
Let's go.
He's back on the show again. You know, we had a great success on the first show. So they're bringing him back again. It's been maybe, I don't know, 6 months, whatever, 5 months, whatever. But both of our channels have grown exponentially. Both of us are just getting started. Also, I'm gonna fix the chain real quick. I know it's
Oh, my bad.
class.
Yeah.
The class always comes down. Anyway, so
I know, man. There we go.
Facts.
There we go.
Yeah, so
Perfect.
we've both been growing and growing, but man, you're eventually gonna see us one day in like a penthouse apartment doing this in person. Right now we're virtual, but eventually we're gonna get we're gonna have that face-to-face talk as well. But real quick, Sana, for the people who don't know who you are, quick introduction about what you do.
Yeah, man. I go by Selma Kim, and I don't know if you probably see me on TikTok, YouTube. Me and Chad literally met through TikTok, man. Like the people, dude, I know the people have been dying for this, man. They've been like, dude, like when are you guys gonna collab again?
Yeah.
And so you probably know me through there, man. You might have known me from my book, author, best-selling author, and that's probably where you know me from, man. I'm really excited to be back on the show, dude. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure, dog. So we're gonna jump right into, let's talk about the current. What do you think about
Oh boy.
the current dating market, for men? Like what's your your outlook on men right now in the dating market?
Oh man, great question, man. Men right now in the dating market, dude. Honestly, this year has been bad, man. Like it's been good and bad for multiple reasons, man. Like this year specifically, dude. Like as you say, man, a lot of these guys been down bad, dude. Like the stuff I'm seeing in my DMs, man. I know that we both get hundreds of messages each week, dude. But it's just like the guys, man. They're just like, dude, my girl left me. We're like, dude, like this girl said this to me, man. I don't know what to say, man. I'm like, dude,
Facts.
they're down bad, man. What do you think about that?
So the state of men right now, it's I believe channels like ours are getting more popular. King
Mm-hmm.
Dre is almost 700,000. Fresh and Fit just hit 500,000. So men are waking up. Men
Yeah.
are waking up. But the issue with men waking up, it comes a high level of resistance. And a lot of men are not down for the smoke that comes with thinking like I think a masculine man should.
Yeah.
Right. For
Yeah.
example, let's just say, a guy is dating a chick and the girl goes, hey, me and my girls, we're going to Vegas for the weekend. No boys allowed. If he goes, listen, I don't feel comfortable with you going to Vegas and being in all these rappers sections and getting 1942 poured down your throat. You're misogynistic. You hate women. You're insecure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
men don't want to be labeled insecure, misogynistic. So they're going to fold. They much rather fold than stand strong. Because listen, we're about to talk about in a second. Me and you will lose opportunities with women just how we think and talk, right?
For sure, man.
But
Yeah.
I'm willing to lose every single one of them because I only want to deal with women that are realistic and understand how men and women think differently.
Yeah.
Right?
That's something that Corey Wayne, I know Corey Wayne and Alpha Male Strategies, they talk about that too, man. Is like they literally just like the most powerful negotiation position is literally you have to be able to walk away and mean it. And it's like that's how
Absolutely.
I am too. It's like even if I lost everything, it's good to have where confidence comes from, man. It's like literally like we have the confidence, like if we lost everything, our confidence doesn't really like it doesn't stem from external things. You feel me? Like it stems like what we have in here. So it's like even if we lost everything, we still have all the knowledge and the tools to just grow it back up. It might take a little while and it might freaking suck.
Yeah.
But at least we can actually build it back up if we lost it. We're not afraid to lose it all.
Absolutely.
That's why we won't lose it.
Absolutely. Another thing to add on men is I feel like a lot of men nowadays, they lost the touch of finesse to approach a woman. With dating apps going up and up and up, dude, Tinder is like 80% men, right? And 20% chicks. And with Instagram, of course, Instagram is the number one dating app. That's where most people are, meeting people was through Instagram. So most men kind of lost that finesse to go approach a woman. It's almost like, bro, go talk to her. Go talk to her. What do you mean? Like it almost sounds insane to go talk to her. You know what I mean? You say that around some guys who aren't confident, like, oh, go talk to her. Oh, what do I say? Like they just that's how it was back in the the 30s, 40s, 50s. Like that's how you met girls. You walked up to them, hey, pretty lady. You say something, and that was
Mm-hmm.
normal. Nowadays, it's
Mm-hmm.
almost seen as creepy to approach a chick, which is asinine and it doesn't make any sense. So I
Yeah.
see a lot of men just relying on dating apps, addicted to pornography, right? It's bad. But channels like ours are really helping men get out their shell because if they see us doing it, okay, someone can do it. 'Cause here's the thing, that's crazy. Some men through my consultations don't have friends they look up to.
Wow.
They could be even more down bad than they are.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have no friends out there doing it and they're not seeing it, they must think it's like just a facade or it's not real, that dudes are actually approaching girls and getting their numbers and then sleeping with them. It almost seems crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that too, because like literally the amount of people that actually get commenting on my videos that are just like, man, this will never work. This will never work in person. And like my favorite comeback to that is like, dude, here's the mic, man. Tell us how you do it then, man. Like,
Yeah.
what do you do? And they're like, they always stutter, man. They're just like, they say something like cringe, man. They're like super beta, man. And I'm just like,
Yeah, dude. Most dudes just lack the confidence to approach girls. And it's okay. I get it. It's just I do it from a place of I don't care what you say. Because again, my value isn't attached to your yes or no. And a lot of
yeah.
times with girls, it's timing. If she just got a relationship with a guy, she may not be so receptive to talk to you versus
Mm-hmm.
her a week from now. So it's talking to girls is timing, talking to girls is finesse, what to say, how to say it, reading body language. But we'll get into the show. But there's something that you
Mm-hmm.
commented on my TikTok that you want to say. You said, "Oh, I want to bring this up in the podcast." So let's bring it up. What was that?
Yeah, man. So literally, had one of your videos pop up on my page, and I was like, I was like checking it out. Interesting stuff, man. We'll talk about what it was in a second. But I was like, dude, I gotta, because we scheduled the podcast, and I was like, oh, like I was like, I don't know what we're gonna talk about yet. But I was like, dude, I hope this is one of the things, man. It was a video. Literally, what it was a video on TikTok. I believe the girl said, you'll remember it more than I did. The girl said that you were too young to date her, and you were just like, whatever, and then you didn't go on the date. Obviously, it's kind of like what it was. It's totally like summary. You probably
So
explained it way
basically,
better than
so what pissed off a lot of people is when she said, "You're too young." I said, "Shut up, give me your number, I'll make plans for us."
I.
And a lot
Exactly.
of men
Yeah.
did not like the "shut up" because to them, that's too abrasive.
Hmm.
That's too mean, too rude. But yeah, go on. I won't analyze it for myself. I'll let you analyze it.
Yeah, man. And like, I didn't really mind the shut up at all. Like, from me, my perspective is like, it always was playful. It's like, shut up. Like, come on, like,
Yeah,
quit being so like
exactly.
ridiculous. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It wasn't
exactly.
like, shut up. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
that's how men
abusive,
took it. That's how men took it.
That's how probably both men and women took it. Like, you shouldn't be you shouldn't be telling a girl to shut up. Like, dude, like, context is key, man. Like, how are
Yeah,
you saying it?
it does matter context. See, if I put an emoji, I could have showed, I could have conveyed emotion. But in that moment, I just didn't care, right? She
Hmm.
probably has young dudes approach her all the time because she looks young. So she's used to that 25, 26-year-old or even younger DMing her. This
Yeah.
isn't her first rodeo of a guy 3 or 4 years younger than her trying to hit on her. So I don't understand her trying to play the whole, oh, you're too young. It was just a test, right?
How old was she, by the way? Do
He
you
was, I
remember?
think, 28 and I'm 25.
Oh yeah, big difference, man. There's people
Yeah,
out there that are getting married to 15 years younger plus.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So
So she was, it was just a classic shit test.
yeah,
And
man. Tell me, can you talk about like tests, man? I feel like a lot of people they hear that, but they don't understand it still.
yeah, so a test, mostly little ladies and lots of gentlemen, watching this podcast. A test is her way of seeing where is your value. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'll make this up off the top of my head. Let's just say this girl bailed on you on a date. She bailed on you. Didn't even
Hmm.
offer a rain check. Just text you in the morning. Hey, You're going to hate me. Can't make it. Sorry. If you start acting emotional, what? How could you? I washed my car. I got a haircut, vacuum my seats. I even armoralled the leather, and you
Yeah.
bailed. She knows, okay, this guy is coming from a place of scarcity because look how freaking mad he is. Look how upset he is. This guy's probably a,
Mhm.
I dodged a bullet, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. It also shows pre-selection too, man. That's like the major thing about that is like a test. Like if you react like that, where you're coming from like a place of need, she's basically like what she's like subconsciously looking at that is she's like, obviously, other girls don't react to him well, so I'm not gonna react to him well either because it's literally people follow that sheep mentality, man. That's what pre-selection is. Like people want what others want. When you react like that, you're showing her you don't have a lot of options.
And that's why also I tell guys on the day of the date to never ask her, hey, are we still on?
Mm-hmm.
I text a girl in the morning, hey, looking forward to seeing you at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
And if she bails, she bails. But I'm
Yeah.
texting her with an assumption, right? Not texting her from a place of a question, right? Because now
Yeah.
she's reading that. Are we still on? I don't know. Are we like? Do I have other things to do? Oh, you're right. My cat died. Oh yeah. Just don't give her a reason to bail. Don't ask her, are we still on? Just say, hey, looking forward to seeing you today at 6:30. Right.
Yeah.
Confirm the
Mm-hmm.
date. Don't ask her about the date. Confirm it. Hey, I'll see you at 6:30 versus
Yeah,
are
exactly.
we still on at 6:30? So
Mm-hmm.
back to the test thing, guys. It's all about her way of seeing your value.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I can see a girl's face when I just destroy her test. I made another video. A girl was like, I don't know if I want to see you tonight. Now she was probably testing jokingly. And
For
I, and I
sure.
said, and I said something along the lines of, hey, I'll make it easy for you then. Goodbye. She responded, oh my gosh, I'm just kidding. I bet you
Mm-hmm.
her face was like, what? A guy
Mm-hmm.
like agreeing with me and giving her the waving emoji, that probably shut her down to like she probably thought she was up here. And I'm like, get that. I just swatted her away.
Yeah, man.
And
Like
I
she was
was like,
going for that
whoa,
dunk.
I can't fake low interest in this guy because he'll just dip.
Yeah.
Most guys, I don't know if I want to see you tonight. But why? What did I do? Like, did I say something? Now pussy's dried up. All because this guy has no girls. Oh, this guys, the test is all about where does his confidence lie? High
Yeah.
confidence. If I sorry, when you show high confidence, it's you showing, hey, listen, I'm not dependent on you for validation. I have other options. Because
Mm-hmm.
girls have the ultimate abundance mindset because their DMs say like a revolving door, right? So you act up,
Yeah.
there's another one. She can just open up the DM, respond, get a number. So girls have the abundance mindset naturally, but man, you gotta earn it by having more than one option.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's actually interesting you're talking about that because I was working with this guy, lives in Canada, and like the week before we started working together, he set this date up for I think it was like Sunday, and with this girl, and then like Sunday came, and basically like, he didn't set like a solid date. That's like a totally different story we can talk about, but he didn't set the solid date. He was like, he's like, yeah, like what are you doing today? And she's like, oh, I'm getting my hair done at 4 o'clock, and he's like, oh, okay, well like text me after that, and then we can go out for drinks.
Okay.
And like most of the time, like I feel like the girl's like not gonna reach out. Maybe she would if she's really interested. But he was like, dude, I don't think she's gonna reach out to me, man. Like, like what should I say? And I was like, man, this is a tricky situation. You kind of put yourself into a hole in a way. And so like 5 o'clock rolls around, and she hasn't like texted him yet. Like 6 o'clock rolls around, and he was like, what do I say, man? Like, what do I say? And I was like, dude, just reach out to her and just say like, how much hair do you have?
Yeah,
With
it's
like a
playful. It's
smirk, like a
playful.
wink.
It's playful. Okay, I got a story for this too, but go on. Gotta
Yeah. And
go.
then literally she was like, oh, like I literally just got done. Like, are you ready to go? And like it was like that. Simply
Okay.
just,
So
so it wasn't that big of a deal.
I have a similar story, but mine didn't end on a date. It ended on me flexing my abundance mindset. And I made another video on this. You may have seen it too. Who knows? The date. So, all right, let's go step by step. We got time. We match
Yeah, we
on
got time,
Hinge.
man.
We match on Hinge. And I
Okay.
felt like saying a typical TikTok. She was cute, but not like super fire. I give like a 7.5. Almost there.
Okay.
She's almost there. Her face was
Almost
on
there.
point. Face was on point, body was just like, okay. Anyway,
Ooh, okay.
so I used the typical, you look like trouble. I thought she would go, oh my God, heard this 1,000 times. She was like, I can show you. I'm like, oh, this girl's, she's ready to go. So I don't, guys, when a girl, if you say you look like trouble to a girl or some type of low flirting and she jumps the gun, don't jump the gun even further.
Oh,
Bring
that's a good
yours
point.
back.
Yeah.
Bring yours back. So when she said, oh, I can show you, I'm like, hey, relax. We'll get drinks first. Right. I put,
Good. Yeah.
so she jumped to like almost like the bedroom, like, oh, baby, relax. I don't even know you like that. Right. In a way. Right.
Uh-huh.
That's what turns
Uh-huh.
her on because she's not used to men de escalating.
Yeah, man. And like that could also be like a test too, man. There's girls out there. Like this is a super advanced test, man. There's
Yeah.
girls out there that will like
This is master game,
throw
fellas. This is master game.
uh-huh.
This is master level.
Exactly, bro. Like they'll throw a test out there, bro. Literally like a test like that where it's like she's talking like super sexual to see like if you're actually one of those guys that's like super horny. You're just like, oh baby, yeah, like I'm ready to go. And she's like,
Yeah.
just kidding.
Yeah, I
Actually, I was
got
just
you.
saying.
Yeah,
I
she's like
know,
that Dave
like,
Chappelle.
I
Gotcha.
exposed you. I exposed you. Yeah, you're exposed, man.
Yeah. So
You
it's
ain't coming
like
back.
I pulled it back. I was like, yo, let's grab drinks on Tuesday. Okay. She goes, okay, cool. Let's do it. Monday, we were texting a little bit, but she stopped responding.
Uh-oh.
Tuesday morning comes by, still hasn't responded. You know what? I usually would leave this dead, but since I make TikTok content, this is going to be a good video. I can just feel it.
You're like, man, I might as well use this for
For
content.
content,
Bro.
honestly, bro. Sometimes when I do L's, guys, it's for content. But here we go. I text this chick, oh, where's all that confidence now? You're not gonna show up for drinks? Man, this girl
Ooh,
responded.
smooth, man.
This girl responded in a like this.
That was
Oh,
smooth as butter.
I'm not confident. LMAO. I'm like, well, no. I'm like, well, no. Like you were talking all this stuff on Hinge the other day. You're quiet. What's going on? And she was like, LMAO. The fact that you think I'm not confident, I was like, well, hey, like I got my haircut. I'm ready to go. So you can drinks or not. And then she goes, it's like, oh, like, what are you looking for? And I was like, okay, I'm looking for a girl. Now, hold on. This is a good talking point for men.
Yeah.
As bad as it sounds, women never want full disclosure. What does that mean? Even if she just wants to sleep with you, you can't say you want to sleep with her because a girl, you have to almost in a way give her a dream. Because if men legit were brutally honest with women, everyone's body count would drop by 40, 50, right? So it's not in the man's best interest to say, hey, I'm looking to hang out with you once a week. You come over, we bang, you go home. Even if a girl is into you like that, it still will come off to her as you're using her. So what I said to her was, hey, I'm looking for a cool girl to go on. No, I said that looking for an attractive girl. We grab some drinks here and there, and we have a good time. Correlation, that's what that means. But you have to say it in a way where she doesn't feel like she's being used, right?
Yeah.
She responded, oh, I'm looking for a relationship, and you don't seem like that type. So I don't even want to waste my time.
Wait, repeat that one more time, please. I don't think I heard that right.
She said, you don't look like the relationship type, and I don't even want to, so I might as well not even waste my time. Right. So again, guys, some of you guys who are more down bad would have chased her. No, but I am. And you know what I said? You're probably right. And threw her a little waving emoji.
Nice. I think I saw that. Was it on TikTok?
It was.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm pretty sure I
would
saw
love
that.
to see this girl's face. Because again, women are not used to men saying, you know what? You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah,
they're used to men just puppy face chasing. And it's usually girls are the ones finessing. They're the ones wrecking dudes' hearts. It's like a girl will get played once a year, but a girl will get played like once a year. Two maybe, right? Other times she's the one breaking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hearts. Minimum.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because it's usually men chasing her. But the thing is, I don't chase, I pursue. A pursuit is I'm gonna walk alongside of you. And the second you start running, I'm done. I turn around and run away. Like I'll pursue. We're walking side by side. The second you take off and you go, are you gonna chase me? Are you gonna chase me? I go, nope, bye. And I look
And
back like,
that's honestly just a pure test right there too.
yep. And when she's looking back and I'm not chasing, she's like, what the fuck? Right? Because
Yeah,
I'm like,
she
no,
looks back, and she sees you talking to another like a group of girls. She's like,
another
oh,
girl.
what the heck?
Because it's just because girls aren't used to it, guys. Girls are not used to a guy having abundance mindset. They're used to guys trying to barter. This isn't Shark Tank. Like either it's my way or we part ways. There's
Yeah.
no negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
I negotiated with her a little bit just because I wanted to see for content. Because if I could pull the date off from that, that'd be pretty fly. But I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I much rather there's a saying about something with your marbles. I much rather keep all my marbles intact. It's like I could have started lying to that chick. Oh, I'm a relationship type. I just been hurt before, and I could have given her the whole spiel and maybe got the date, but it just feels unauthentic.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Yeah,
now,
definitely like do what's right over
got you. Uh,
authentic.
for sure, man. And do you have anything to add on the abundance mindset? Because I know a lot, man. You consult. You had two consultations today, and I guarantee one of them or both of them had an issue with the abundance mindset.
Yeah, man. Literally, like, there's something interesting I heard about like the abundance versus scarcity mindset. It's
Yeah,
like this is like super like out there, but it's like basically men. Like, there's men and there's animals, right? And like animals tend to be very scarce. Like, dude, have you ever seen a dog eat before?
yeah. You
They
like their
scarf that thing
last,
down,
yeah, the
man.
last meal. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's their last meal. And then humans, we have manners, which basically we eat slow. You know, like we know that we're gonna have another meal. Some people
true.
out there they might not know. You know, like of course, like there's financial situations, but whatever. But it's like there's humans and there's animals. It's like when you start acting like an animal, like very scarce, dude. It's like you're basically showing her like you're so attached to getting that outcome. Like literally, like scarcity equals attachment to the outcome, if that makes sense. And like that's all I can really say about it, man. It's just
Yeah.
like
So to add to that, I posted like 3 or 4 videos just like I think last month, like no, for the past 30 days, where I'm just flexing my abundance mindset to these guys.
mm-hmm,
And these guys will say, so you didn't hit. It's like, that's not the point.
mm-hmm,
Oh, you didn't get the date though. That's not the point. The point is I'm outcome independent.
yeah.
I don't care about if she shows up or not. Because guess what, guys? Tonight's Taco Tuesday. There's a super popping spot with maybe 300 people in there total. I guarantee I'm walking out of that place with at least three or four Instagrams, and maybe one or
Easily.
two, and then 1 or 2 of those girls will link up with me. So it's like I'm on a constant state of abundance. There's
Yeah.
always new leads coming in. So I'm not going to ever stress one because it's not that serious. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
So to
Oh
me,
yeah, I actually do still got something to add about that. Yeah, man. It's like
go on.
literally I did the calculations, man. This was like before I launched my book. I was gonna put this in there for like literally about abundance, and I didn't. I don't know why I took it out. But literally like I did the calculations, and it's like if you start from like literally day zero, like your birth, and talk to one person each day for the rest of your life, I think it's like 36,000 people you only talk to total if you live to 100. Dude,
36,000.
like
Wow.
how many people? Like I think it's either 36,000 or like 360,000. But
Something like that.
either way,
I'm going to go with
those two
360, but go
numbers
on.
are small. Those two
Yeah.
numbers are
That's
small
wow.
compared to like 7 billion people in the world, man. Let's say half of those people are women versus men. Let's say half of those people are actually decently attractive. So now down to
Yeah.
1.25 billion. You know, like even if you talk to 2 girls a day, you're only at 700K. Not even a million yet. You're not even touching a billion. Like think about that, dude. You're worried about one person. You're worried about one girl from your high school or from your college, dude.
Couldn't be me.
The amount of people in this world, man, is ridiculous. Just move on. It's not worth playing the BS games and everything. Just move on, man. It's not worth the testing. It's not worth all the crap you have to go through to get to her.
And a lot of things I tell guys is they've never experienced high interest. Like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
there's some now, I'm not gonna lie, right now at this moment, I don't have a all reliable because I guess she moved on, but whatever. I had my fun for 3 months with her. I
Mm-hmm.
would text her, hey, Thursday night, we're getting drinks and we're going back to your place. Okay, sounds good. See you then. That's how
Mm-hmm.
easy it was dealing with girls that like you.
Yeah.
So you text a chick, I don't know. I'll let you know. You're like, dude, I know what it's like to get high interest. So this I don't know, we'll see bullshit is for the birds.
Yeah, man. Like as soon as you meet a girl that's high, by the way, it's 36,500. I did the
Okay,
calculation. Only
gotcha.
36,500 people in one light and 0 to 100, bro. Years old.
That's one person. Yeah, that's it.
One person a day, one hot girl a day, man. That's only 36,500 girls in your lifetime.
True.
Like that's ridiculous, man. Like abundance, like, dude, what? Like, dude, just think about those numbers, man. Like you want to talk about scarcity, dude. Like you're worried about one girl. Like when you can literally meet a new girl the rest every day for the rest of your life, and you won't even meet the entire, not even close to the entire world of women.
Okay, so I will do one devil's advocate.
Yeah,
There are guys I know who, you see, me and you are lucky. We live in, was it metropolis cities? Or basically, I'm trying to think of a sexy word for big city, right?
I'd say metropolis is a good word.
Yeah, that is trying to sound smart. Anyway, so it's like, okay, so I'm in Orange County, guys, right? I have LA an hour away and San Diego an hour away, right?
Yeah,
Two massive dating markets where I guarantee you LA Tinder's probably 50, I would say 20,000 girls, 10,000 girls minimum. LA
easily. Yeah.
Tinder, easy
Hmm.
10 to 20,000 chicks.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
man. Everywhere you look, man, there's a girl up, down,
you
left,
can
right.
you can swipe probably for 2-3 hours and maybe not run out of chicks. If you put your mile radius to 50, you may
Hmm.
go a couple hours and still there be more girls, right?
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
there's guys out there that live in butt f nowhere,
Alaska, let's say.
right? Alaska, okay. They're not social. Their friends don't go out, and literally all they do is go to work, come home, and crack open a beer, right?
Yeah.
So to them, it's easy for us to say we're social, we're extroverted, we go out, we have fun. But to
Yeah.
them, they don't go out, they don't have fun. They just
Hmm.
go to work and come home. So the only suitors they talk to are their freaking coworkers. They spend
Yeah.
8 hours with those girls anyway. So I get where those guys come from. It's hard for me to talk to those guys about abundance mindset when there's not enough. They don't live a life that offers an abundance mindset.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a fair
So,
point.
so it's like this, guys. You can't complain about the game for not trying, right?
Yeah.
So if you want more dating options, sorry, bro, you may have to move out your city and go to a big one.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
as bad as crazy as that sounds, like you can't complain about the game. If you're gonna complain about the game, you gotta do some changing. So
Yeah.
those
Or
guys
you got to
live
think about, man, like there's always like that one point in like where you're at. I feel like with everybody where it just attracts beautiful women. Like for me in my city, man, like obviously it's downtown, the clubs and everything. Club scene's pretty strong. But like, dude, there's this one mall up north, dude. Keystone Mall, dude. Just nothing but nines and tens, man. Like you could walk in, it's like walking out and like the whole page refreshes, man. And there's new hot girls in there, man. It's ridiculous. So like, you gotta like at least like be like, where would the hot girls go? Ask yourself that question. Because it's not gonna be, they're not gonna be walking down your hallway, man.
true.
Maybe they will if you're in a condo, but it's like they're not gonna be walking down the hallway of your house.
And I'll put it to you this way, man. I'm 6'1", brown skin dude, curly hair, fly, dress well, confidence. How I may get 2 to 3 DMs a year from chicks who DM you straight up.
Yeah.
2 to 3 a year. Okay. So if I'm getting 2 to 3, right? Even if you're super attractive, girls aren't knocking your door down, right? They're
Yeah.
not. So you have to put in the work. I'm not exempt from putting in the work just because I'm tall and handsome. I saw the approach, get rejected, DM chicks, cold approach, gym game, bar game, club game, freaking Walmart. Like it's still, I still have to try. A lot of
Yeah.
guys in the comment section can go, step one, be attractive. And I understand where you're coming from, bro. Looks
Oh,
do
dude,
matter.
gosh.
Looks do matter. But at the same time, I'm not exempt from the game at all.
Mhm.
At all, dude. It's rare when girls message me first on dating apps. It's rare when girls DM me and I'm attractive.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
So
And like, what do you think about like the 80-20 rule? It's like they say that like 80% of the world, like the example is like 80% of the world's wealth is held by 20% of the entire world's
I
population.
agree. I agree. I do believe, especially in big cities, like take LA, 20% of those dudes are banging 80% of those hot chicks.
So wouldn't you
Those
say it's like
girls,
the same with looks then in a way where it's like 20, like looks only matter really 20%, I'd say. They matter. That's still like a significant amount.
okay.
Yeah. Now I got you thinking, right? The wheels are turning. You're like,
So
ooh,
I will say this with looks. Looks get you her to open. It's like this. Say there's a door, right? You knock on it,
yeah.
looks to the peephole. Oh, he's handsome. They'll open it.
Hmm.
Now it comes down to charm and finesse.
Yeah.
Because if you start talking weird, asking dumb questions, maybe touching her too quickly. Now she's shutting the door. So she opened the door
Mhm.
to give you a shot, but then when you started opening your mouth, it just went downhill, right?
Yeah,
So
man. How it's a
looks
lot.
really,
Yeah.
yeah. So looks, I say about 50% of it, getting that door open
Okay.
takes about 50%, but then
Hmm.
you have to close with the other 50, which is your mouthpiece.
Yeah,
Because
exactly,
again,
man. Hmm.
girls are always looking for ways to disqualify you because they have to. If a girl has 10,000 dudes a year trying to sleep with her, she can't sleep with all of them. It can't happen. Just to narrow that 10,000 dudes down to like 10, 20, 30, right?
Hmm.
She's always
Yeah.
looking for that. Oh, he said this wrong. Okay, I'm out. Oh, he wears his chain this way. Okay, I'm out. Because they have to
Hmm.
constantly disqualify suitors. It's like, let's say you're working at you own a business. Okay, you get 10,000 resumes. You only have room for 30 people on the team. So you have to be really picky on these resumes. So that's
Yeah.
why guys, it's like be the complete package if you can. Shit.
Yeah. And it's like with like the testing thing too, like with the like alternate, like from looks, like literally what I was gonna say was like girls, people get so mad, when I talk about testing on my channel, man. I don't know why specifically. Like they're just like, oh, that's like so stupid. Like why do girls have to like do this, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you gotta understand, like if girls didn't have like these natural, I guess, mechanisms in them to test men, then like they'd be sleeping with every single guy because they'd have no standard basically. Like they're
Yeah.
testing you because they want to see like your strength, I guess. Like they're testing for weakness almost. They're probing for weakness. Like, is he needy? Was he like he's kind of short? Like, I'm gonna throw something about his height out, and like, oh, let's see how he reacts. If he reacts poorly, like, oh, like he gets all distant, like, I can't help
And
it.
facts, bro. And I'll say that you said that for me to say this. A lot of dudes are out here mad at women. I ain't mad at women.
Yeah.
It's like this, guys. Me and Selna Kim walked into your classroom and said, hey, guys, we have the answers to the test. It's right here. Boom. These are the answers.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should look at it and go, okay, bet. I'm going to study these answers word for word. When the test comes, I'll be ready. Some
Mm-hmm.
of y'all go, no, what? You kidding me? What the hell? You're throwing the paper on the
Mm-hmm.
ground. You're lighting it on fire. Like, no, bro, like use that. Use that to win. Don't use that to get mad
Yeah.
and cry about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
So
Let me tell you about the situation you remind me of, man. I'm working with this girl actually. I work with more guys than girls, obviously, but like this girl, man, she was engaged to this guy. So engaged. And there's this guy, his name was Sam. He's kind of like the Casanova type in a way. Like the Casanova type where it's like the guy that like, falls for a woman, like kind of like the Drake where he falls for a woman after he gets her, moves on to the next girl kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Literally like he's working with this girl, convinces her to leave her fiance for him. And then literally after that, after he gets her to leave her fiance, she's like she's like, well, why is he pulling away now? And so like she's like almost in the position of like a guy in a way where it's like the guy's pulling away. And literally I was like, it sounds like you're a sucker. You're so easy for what he's saying, like, you're my soulmate. I love you. She's such a sucker. She's falling for him, man. And literally I was like, you just gotta play hard to get back, man. Like be like the regular woman out here nowadays. Play hard to get, man. To be a challenge,
And
like when he's saying all this BS about like, you're my soulmate, I love you. I was like, be like, I'm sorry, like you can't have me. That type
true.
of thing. Like she's such a sucker. What do you think about that, man? It's an interesting story. And so she's working on getting him to leave his girlfriend now
Oh
for
my
her.
God, dude. Yeah, I would never ask a girl to leave their man. I'm just gonna
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna deploy regular game on you. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
bring him up. And if we do end up doing anything, I ain't asking you to leave him for what? You already showed me you're unfaithful. So it's like, why would I trust you to be my girl? Because there's
Mm-hmm.
there's more me's out there that I can come by and have you if I had you. So I
Yeah.
would never take
Mm-hmm.
a girl because that's what I tell her, baby. He ain't taking you seriously. Because why would he? Because you you know what I mean? You already showed you're unloyal.
Yeah.
So to me, I like it when girls reject
Exactly.
me with that boyfriends. I like it. It shows that I can, if I were to ever date them down the line, hopefully they do the same. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hopefully, yeah.
yeah, dog, it's tough. So
Did you want to talk about choosing signals too? Like when she's interested, man? We kind of like
yeah,
shined on that a little bit.
yeah, absolutely, man. I feel like choosing signals. especially if you're a guy that's social, you're at the club, you're at the bar. These are things that you're going to need to know
Yeah.
because if you're going out here and you're not really knowing what's a trout when a girl's choosing you, it's gonna be harder for you. So
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'll give you my favorites. This one
Go
is
ahead.
called the vicinity test, right?
Mm, mm,
You lock eyes with a chick across the bar, the club, wherever you're at.
yeah.
You may go on your phone, you may talk to your boys, and then you turn around and she's close, like she's within an arm's reach. But here's the
Mm-hmm,
thing, this girl may now make it hard for you and act like you don't exist. Okay.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
she threw you a bone by looking at you in the back corner, but now that she's by you, she's like not even looking your way. So
Yeah.
it could be confusing. It really could be. But I take it as okay. We made eye contact for a good couple seconds. She's now close to me. I'm a go for it. And what do I
Mm-hmm.
say? I usually walk up to her and go, excuse me. Right. I always say excuse me first. Don't start talking before she has to give you eye contact before you start talking, guys. Because you don't want a girl
Yeah.
to go, what? You don't want that. That's the worst. You know?
You're like, oh gosh, now I'm chasing her basically.
Exactly. You go, excuse me, wait for her to look up at you and go, I don't think we've met. Right. I like saying I don't think we've met. It's like a little psychological thing. It's basically implying I know this is my city. I know everybody here, but I don't know you.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah.
I like saying that. And guys, it all comes down to body language and eye contact. When I
Mm-hmm.
walk up to this
Mm-hmm.
chick, right? Hey, excuse me, I don't think we've met. And I look at them with like this like slightly squinted eyes. And I look at them dead in their soul, right? And you can
Mm-hmm.
tell they feel a little like what's the word? It's not like I guess kind of aroused, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I give a nice handshake, right? And they go, "Oh, like I'm so and so. Nice to meet you. Oh, nice to meet you. Okay, cool. Do you live around here?" I ask if they
Mm-hmm.
live around here because it's vetting to see if this is even worth pursuing. If she's here visiting
Yeah.
from Alaska, she leaves tomorrow morning. This will be a short conversation. But if she lives
Yeah.
around my city, okay, like okay, ball's rolling. And
Mm-hmm.
hopefully she
Mm-hmm.
asks, "Where about you?" And you tell her. And this is where it gets all subjective, like where you want to go from here next. But I like talking to her about her job. Some people
Yeah.
may go, "Oh, don't talk about work." Okay, I get it, but I like to start small and then we work into the better conversation. So we do for work. Oh, I work in the hospital. So, oh, you must love it, huh? And with like a
Mm-hmm.
sarcastic tone. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Now, if she doesn't ask you what you do back, right? I just go for the
Mm-hmm.
close. But if she asks what I do back, I have fun with it. I work for the CIA. Give a little wink, right? No, you don't. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, ask my boy. Like, I'm definitely working with the CIA. Like, I got hired last year. Like, I'm dead fucking serious, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she'll kind of know you're kind of joking still,
Yeah.
but girls love mystery. They
Oh
love
yeah, for
they like
sure.
let their mind wander about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Or you look her dead in the face. Oh, I'm just a drug dealer. Nothing too crazy. Just mess with
Uh-huh.
her. I usually never tell them what I do. Just mess with her.
Yeah,
And
for
then
sure, man. Yeah, make her wonder.
she may gnaw at that. Oh, how long you been selling drugs for? Come on, like if I told you I had to kill you, right? Now you just seem so interesting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You seem so because most guys aren't gonna be like, oh, I work at JP Morgan as a entry level marketing executive. I work there. They'll start just blabbing their mouth because they think that's how they get the girl's attention by telling them about their accolades. I much rather girl just
Exactly.
find out, right?
Yeah. She
So
asked me a question, therefore I should answer, type of thing.
yeah. So I
Logically.
mess with her. So if she doesn't
Mhm.
ask what she do for work back, that's fine. Whatever. I usually go
Yeah.
for clothes. Now, guys, this is where I get lots of 50-50 pushback. I like Instagram. Me and Selna probably like Instagram. Why? We have social proof. We have
I'll
some
take everyone to my
followers.
Instagram, man. I'm like, go to
We
my
have,
Instagram.
we have followers. We have cool photos. Okay. If you don't like Instagram, that's fine. But the problem is, after talking to a chick for like 30 seconds, she may not feel comfortable with you having her phone number, right? Because
Yeah.
not a lot of people have her phone number, but everybody can have her Instagram.
Ooh, let me ask you this question, bro, really fast, man. What do you say? I get this question actually more often than I ever thought I would. Girl, you asked for girl's phone number. She says, no, but I'll give you my Instagram instead.
Okay, so
Ooh.
this is my test for that. See, I never run into this, and I'll tell you why. If we're
Mm-hmm.
talking for like 15 minutes, 10, like we actually the conversation starts taking off, I get her
Yeah.
number because the ice has already been broken. And the
Mm-hmm.
girl's never told me no, no number. IG though. Never. Why?
Yeah.
Because we made an obvious connection.
Yeah.
But if you go for the kill for the number after 20, 30 seconds, hey, you're cute, what's your number? It's like, no. So
Mm-hmm.
let's just say though, I'll put myself in that scenario. I've been talking to a girl for 15 minutes in the bar. We're hitting it off very well. I
Yeah.
go, hey, like, what's your number? I'll text you. I'll give you my Instagram. Look at it and go, so you're one of those. What do you mean one of
Mm-hmm.
those?
Mm-hmm.
You're one of those girls that, you act interested, but you're actually not. Oh, no, no, I am interested. Okay, then you give me your number. Like you gotta be willing to kind of to like girls have no problems pushing back on men. Or not that's not true. Girls, I'll just say this. Guys are uncomfortable pushing back on women. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
are. A lot of them are, especially
Mm-hmm.
if they're less confident.
Yeah.
So I'll go, okay. See one of those. What does that mean? Well, if you're interested, you give it to me. But she was, oh, guys in the past. Okay, I understand. But trust me, baby, I have way too much to lose. I would never harass you a day in my life. Give me your number. Come on, just quit playing. You gotta
Uh-huh.
guide them. You gotta
Uh-huh.
guide them. You gotta guide them. If they still go
Yeah.
no, she's not interested in you because
Exactly.
if
Yeah,
she
for
was interested
sure.
in you, it wouldn't be that hard. When girls like
Mm-hmm.
you, it's
Yeah, it wouldn't
easy.
be that hard at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I actually have a story about that too, man. It's like I kind of handle it just like that. It was like a little different though. I was at this restaurant with my boys, and this was like probably a year ago. I've only gone this test one time. Only happened
Okay.
one time. Literally, like every single time, just like that. It's like perfect connection. Number obviously comes. Literally, I'm at this restaurant, man, and this girl, like, she comes to our table. She opens me basically. She's like, I was like, hey, I want 5 fish tacos. And she's like, 5 fish tacos? Like, I don't even think you should eat all that. I don't think you can eat all that. I don't think you can. And I was like, what do I get if I do? And she's like, I don't know. Like, got like flustered, walked off, brought back the tacos. Obviously, I ate all of them in like 5 minutes, dude. They were like this big, man, tiny. Literally, like walk up. I was like, all right, guys, like watch this.
All
Like
right.
walk up to the counter, and she's like standing there, like doing some billing at the counter, like
Yeah.
doing some billings with like the receipts and whatever. And I was like, I like had my phone out, the contact in my phone. And I was like, hey, I was like, finish my tacos. No, you saw that. I was wondering what my prize is. And she was like, like I didn't really like think like to give you a prize. And I was like, what about like your number? And she was like I won't give you my number, but I'll give you my Instagram instead. And I was like, no, thanks. I like turn off my phone, put it in my pocket. And then in that moment, I did that just because I heard before. I was like, if she offers like the IG over the number, like you wanted the number. So it's like, as a man, like you got to find a way to get to the number. So I was like, okay. I was like, this is a fun little challenge for me. I'll find a way to get to the number then. Come on. I was like, no, thanks. And then like quickly just changed the topic. I was like, for like, she was a Hispanic girl. I was like, for a Hispanic girl, I was like, you actually like speak English like really well. I was like, are you from around here? Like, where'd you go? She's like, oh, I actually went to the University of Wisconsin. And I was like, nice. My cousins actually like went to the University of Wisconsin. I heard it's like a really big party school. And she was like, yeah, like it's a pretty big party school, like teased her on her party and building that rapport basically. And I was like, wait, so I was like, if you're Hispanic, but you speak English well, I was like, what's your like first name? And she's like, oh, my name's Ashley. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, what's like your last name? I forget her last name. It was like Jorge or something Spanish. I forget what it was. And I was like, oh, like, can you write it down like for me? Like, let me see it. And she like wrote it down like Ashley and then like Jorge or whatever. And I was like, like your number would look really good with that. Just held the eye contact. She was like, okay, fine. Wrote down a number, gave it to me. Boom, locked, seal, baby.
You see, that's one thing me and you have though is charisma, and that's something that's hard to teach. It really is. I
Yeah,
wish I could give a man a charisma clash course, but it's just something that I'm born with that some men just don't have. So that
yeah,
that, that it is tough to teach charisma, guys. It's not easy in the slightest. But if you got the sauce for charisma, dating is a lot easier because girls will throw tests your way, And if you can get through them, you that dude for sure.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Damn, there's something I was thinking about as you were speaking. Um,
Hmm.
this I'm gonna talk to you about something that I don't like to talk about on TikTok because
Yeah.
it will make men come to my DM asking me for it, and I can't give them the answer. I've talked to now 3 girls and asked them this question straight up. I basically, I said it sexier, but basically what I said was, "Do you like men that give you chaos?" And all of them are super transparent and said yes.
Hmm.
So what does chaos mean? You make their emotions go up and down, up
Hmm.
and down, right? So basically, be a freaking menace, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And some dudes, including myself, sometimes don't have it in them to be a menace. They just
Hmm.
don't have it. Some girls much rather rebuild with a guy that may have hit them, emotionally abused them, keyed their car, broke their window, than a guy that does nothing wrong. Isn't that crazy?
Exactly. It is crazy. Yeah. Just because, like, dude, they're emotional creatures, man. So it's like they operate off emotion. They
So
can't
it's
handle
like
that, man.
I can't go on TikTok and say, guys, women crave chaos. A guy will say, well, how do I create chaos? Like, dude, like, it's just something it's just something. It's sometimes for some men, their nature. They're not trying to be a menace. That's just how they are. For
Yeah.
me, I legit had to learn how to be a menace.
Hmm.
Now,
Yes. So, like, charisma, you had to learn, is what you're saying.
charisma I got naturally. I always had charisma,
Nice.
but to be a
Hmm.
menace, like, okay, I'll give you an example. I'm out with my friend Jared and his girlfriend. Okay.
Hmm.
The girlfriend kind of fired back. So Jared was joking at lunch. She took it kind of serious. Like, she's like, don't freaking talk about this. Like, that's not freaking cool. He's like, you know what? He walked away from brunch, got up and walked off. She grabbed her, she took off her heels and ran after him. I
Hmm.
guarantee that night they probably pounded harder than ever before.
Hmm.
Do I have it in me to get up and leave a chick at brunch with all my boys? No. It's not that deep. But he was willing to take it there.
Exactly.
He was willing to take it there and be a
Hmm.
menace
Hmm.
and argue
Hmm.
outside, yelling at each other, top of their lungs in front of everybody.
Yeah. Hmm.
That
Oh
so
wow,
it's like,
they're yeah, arguing outside.
yes.
Oh damn. Okay.
So it's like, again, he has her wrapped around his finger. Why?
Hmm.
Emotions go up and then they tank. He brings her up, he drops her, brings her up, he drops her again.
Hmm.
Right. So to him, though, it's just his nature. It's just he's not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
But for some, like for me, how I do my game is through less attention. That's how I
Yeah.
become like a menace. And it's not because I'm trying to do it. It's because I'm generally busy. I'll be here editing videos. You call me and I was editing videos. Like I'm just a busy guy. I'm out shooting. I'm out editing. So
Yeah.
that's how I be a menace, I guess, with my time. But
Yeah.
some dudes, man, they'll they will never get certain girls because they're not providing enough emotional trauma, which is so bad to say. That's the truth, guys.
Hmm.
You may meet a girl you like, and she may leave for no reason other than you just couldn't get her to do this, go up and down, which is sad.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, man. Emotion is like a big thing, man, especially for women. Like a lot of guys are so logical, bro. And that's how naturally guys are, man. Very logical people, human beings. You know, it's
Yeah,
like point A to B. If there's a cracked window, okay, solution, fix it, done. You know, but
some dude.
women,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's
man. It's just emotion, man.
yeah, and that's why I want to talk about it because it's just something that I can't teach because I'm not a menace, right?
Hmm.
I have a couple friends who can maybe teach it, but it's just you're gonna come off, especially it's like this. Girls like congruency. If you've been this super sweet guy, all of a sudden you're being a menace. She would look at you and go, dude, what's up with you? Like you don't act like this. So you don't have to be that way from the jump, right?
Yeah.
So if you're
Hmm.
gonna try to be a menace, guys, do with a girl you just met, not a girl you've been dating because it'll turn her off, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
because girls definitely want
There,
congruency.
yeah, there could be like some minor ways you can do it. Of course, you don't have to go out and like crash your car or whatever, you know, to
Yes.
be a menace. But it's like, you know, texting wise, I'm sure there's stuff that you can do. Um, I'm thinking like stuff that I've done. Maybe it's just like just a spike emotion for just a quick second, just a hit, like a little hit. Literally like maybe the girl is just like, I remember I'll text a girl, I'll be like, hey, like what are you doing? Like, hey, what are you doing? Just out of nowhere, and she'll be like, she's like, oh, like nothing. Like, what's up? I'm like, okay, have a good night. Just like
Just
totally just random.
random.
And she's like, what? Like, why'd you even text me that?
Exactly. It makes them
Just to have
question.
fun. Yeah, just to have fun.
It's the truth, bro. It's this dating game. It's all right. Here's another thing that I'm always gonna be fighting with chicks on, which is fine. I'll never end. It's probably the last point. We'll both go our separate ways. Is okay. Are you familiar with the guy on TikTok, Levi Washington?
Man, it sounds familiar, man.
Basically,
I don't describe it. Can you describe him?
he's bald. He's from Canada. He's light skinned. He has a beard, and he's like the moral police. What do I mean by the moral police? You've seen him before because he's in our space of dating and confidence and emotional intelligence and stuff like that.
Okay.
And here's what's wrong with what Levi is saying most of the time is right. Right. But here's the issue. For those of you who don't know who Levi Washington is, his brand is being pure and authentic. This is a video he'll make. If you're talking to other women, multiple, how do you expect a girl to take you seriously? You're giving yourself to multiple women. How do you expect to be for one woman? Dude, you're right. But we're playing on an fair battlefield. That's like me competing in a bodybuilding competition and everyone's using steroids and I'm trying to be pure. But guess what? These guys who are using steroids are beating me. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like for the longest time, my biggest issue with dating was I knew there was a game, but I didn't want to play it because I thought I was above it. I'm going to be myself and get a girl, right? Get heartbroken at 15. Okay, I'm going to keep being myself, get heartbroken again at 17. I'm going to keep being myself. And it got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm done watching this game from the sidelines because I try being pure and pure intentioned and fair, and I'm just getting circles ran around me.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful in fantasy land, in theory land. It's beautiful, beautiful theory. Of course. I'm like, dude, congratulations, man. Levi, man. Beautiful theory, man. Like, what are you doing though?
Yeah, it's fair, it's honest. So I always tell them you're not wrong, but at the same time, when you play by the rules, it doesn't always okay. There's probabilities and possibilities, right? If the possibility that I get played being myself is like 80%, I'm not going to gamble that I'm the 20% and she likes me for, who I am. I have to, there is no who you are. You have to become. By the time you're 18, the time you're 30, you should at least be making close to freaking $70,000 to $100,000, have money saved up, have your own spot. Like you should have a lot of things by the time you're 30, 35.
Yeah.
If I say be yourself at 18, you'd be living with your mom and playing video games forever. Because that's who you are at 18, right? That's who you are. But you have to become as a man, right?
Yeah.
When you're 16, 17, you're kissing girls in high school, that's fine. Because no one's doing anything with their life. When you exit college, right? Now it's like, okay, you have to become. You were a partier and a heavy drinker and you had a bad diet. Okay. You can't just stay yourself. You have to become a successful dude with great habits. And show signs of leadership, masculinity, things that girls want. And to tell people just to be themselves if they're a loser and they're fat isn't really helping anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like what I was saying about like theory land, I'm like, yeah, like it's great in theory and like it sounds really good, but it's just like this is like honestly, like if you compare it to a game, it's like, dude, like you can say I'm not going to play this game, but then it's like you're still gonna. That's what they say. Like the common quote is like you can ignore reality, but you can't ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. So it's like you can either look at this game and be like, dude, this is how it's played. This is how I win. I might as well just use it to my advantage if I know the truth. Might as well just play it in your favor.
And you know what? I tell guys this, man. You play the game until a girl comes around and proves to you that she's worth your time and worth your while. And even then, you still got no game. I'm sorry. Even the game doesn't end when you have a girlfriend. I think girlfriend game is even harder because you're dealing with the same girl almost every day. Okay. So you can't, start validating her every day and buying her flowers. She get bored of you too. So I'm saying is the
Yeah.
game honestly never really ends, and you got to know how to keep, your woman interested and aroused. It's
Hmm.
not over when she's your girlfriend. You can say that too, as being in a relationship. It's like it's not over when you did have a girlfriend. You still have to be a confident, masculine man, pass the test. It's still not
Hmm.
over. Even
Yeah,
when you have a
man. Like
girlfriend.
you almost like it's like what Bryson Tiller tweeted, man. Bryson Tiller was like, dude, you gotta treat every day as if you gotta play the game all over again, basically. Reattract her, man. Do the things that are reattracting her, man. Date her, basically. Even when you're in a relationship, man, like you got to do the things that are going to cause some turmoil. I'm not talking about like, abuse or anything. I'm talking about the things that just spike some emotion, man.
True, man. Hold on. I'm gonna forget if I don't post it. I'm gonna go on my defund simping Instagram page real quick and post a little photo and say, yeah,
Yeah,
we out
yeah,
here, we out here, blah, blah, blah. Hold on.
yeah. I'm
Switch it
like,
up.
let me make sure I look
There we
looking
go.
good over
Facts, 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 facts.
here.
All right, here we go. And post this photo.
Mm.
Oh, I'm gonna tag you. All right, man. Selling the Kim, it's always a pleasure, man. One day we're gonna link up and do some more
San Francisco, man, it's calling our name, man. When we doing that?
San Fran.
Oh, is that what now we said? We said somewhere near the ocean or whatever, right?
Wait, is that what we're looking at San Fran? I thought we were going to San Diego.
We're going to San Diego. That's what it was. I was like, man, was it San
Yeah, San
Francisco?
Fran is like cool, man, but the girls out there are so weak. You gotta go. You gotta go to Dago. You gotta go to
No, that's what I
Dago.
was saying. I was like, man, it was San something, man. I got the wrong
Yeah,
San. It's San
yeah,
Diego, man.
Dago, where I'm in Orange County. You got to go where it's popping. But hey, I appreciate your time calling the podcast, brother. Stay on the line after I hang up. But everybody else, you have a good rest of your night and defund the
Hmm.
simping movement, guys. Let's go.
Good night.
Shot, nigga. Oh, man. You letting everybody go but me.